Hey everyone and welcome back to the channel. I'm gonna do a video that time for free-to-play players. If you have the right heroes, they are coming this Friday in Supreme and Excellent Wishes. If you have some specific exclusives on them, if you don't have a high sanctuary, then probably that team is gonna keep your interest. I'm gonna show you the sanctuary. I decided to lower my sanctuary. I have 8,400 points, and don't tell me that it's not possible to have that amount of sanctuary points. If you are playing since the beginning, normally you have around that amount. I know some players that have 8,800 points with the sanctuary, so this is the sanctuary I have at the moment. Now I'm gonna show you the team. This Friday, this weekend, we are gonna have Chardonnay and also Nidrold, also Lysander in the banner. So if you acquire them, then you are going to be able to use them against the guild boss, and it's going to help you a lot to increase your damage. You also are going to have Grace. She's a great hero and she is going to increase a lot your damage. So this is the team I'm going to use. If I show you, explain to you the stats, the skills. Basically, if you have the exclusive one on Chardonnay, he's going to provide to your team 40% speed, and this is mandatory if you want to reach that amount of points of damage. Then you have the exclusive 3, it's going to lower the attack of the boss by 40%, and I guess that if you don't have the exclusive 3, it is still not going to work because you are going to have to tank too much damage at once. You have Catherine, you already know Catherine, she is given, and you have the new mythic hero. She's providing some damage bonuses to my heroes, and she's great for that, and also her damage are pretty interesting too. Rista is here to increase the damage and the crit damage and the attack of my Nidrold. You don't care about the crit damage because he can't crit, but you are going to have way more attack, and so you are going to deal way more bleed damage. Nidrold is here to provide the bleed damage. So pretty easy to understand, and also Chardonnay can put a D-Bleed 2 on the target on the boss, and so it's going to increase your bleed damage by 50%. So that team is really strong. We are going to have a look to the result. We are going to have a look to the fight. How does it work, if we can survive, etc. I have one legendary aura. It's a Combat Vanguard 0 star. If I show that to you, I have 0 star level 0. Okay, so I have just a bit more damage. When she counterattacks, she places the debuff on the boss. He's gonna take 16% more damage. Then I'm using some Mastery Aura, blue one, 3 star, 0 level. Here, level 1, 5 star. Here I'm using that aura, but you don't care. It's just giving more speed to your Rista. And here I'm using an Advanced Hit Aura, level 22, and of course it is level 22, 0 star. Because if you have a Nidrold, basically you want to build a team around a Nidrold in the Faction Abyss. This is one of the easiest ones to farm, and you should focus on Nidrold. If you are free to play, if you are a spender, it doesn't really matter. You have to focus on one Faction Abyss, and Nidrold is going to help you in both guild bosses, in dungeons, Rome and Negia. He is amazing in the Elemental City, in all the content. Yeah, you can use him almost everywhere, so you should focus on his aura. So let's have a look to the fight. This is Deep Bleed 2, so now he's taking more damage from my heroes. He has the attack down 40%, and thanks to Nereid, he has also Cold 2 and Wet 2. That means he's gonna deal 40% less attack on my heroes with the basic attack and the skills, and less attack here. He has 10 bleeds. He has Combat Vanguard Aura on him, so he's taking more damage from all sources. And thanks to the exclusive 3 of Chardonnay, all my heroes are healing themselves every time they hit the boss. But this is bad. Yeah, I mean, the heals provided by Chardonnay exclusive 3 are not great. I think it's based on his own max HP and also on probably on his healing effect, I guess. And as you can see, I already have a lot of damage. 150 million damage in 7 turns. 8 million damage. 8 turns, sorry, 183 million. I'm gonna reach 200 before the turn number 10. Look at the damage. Both Nereid and my bleeders are doing great in damage, right? So if you don't have Nidrold, if you don't have Chardonnay, maybe it's a great idea to pull this weekend in order to try to get them, because if you need a team to reach the 400 million damage, this team is pretty safe if you have Niraid and if you have them. And there is no Ben Austin, and I wanted to provide a team without Ben Austin because today I'm recommending to players to pick first Nordak and then to pick Nita or Niraid. Having the 3 heroes is really important in your progression. And look at that, I'm still able to tank, I don't have any limited hero, and it's working so perfectly good. Still alive with everyone. It's almost over. I'm still alive. Am I gonna tank the last attack from the boss, or am I gonna kill him before? No, I'm not gonna kill him. Yeah, I survived. I survived. And the 400 millions are here. That's amazing. 424 million. He was almost dead. 2% HP remaining. This team is just amazing. And look at that. Because I want to say that if you don't have need rolled, and there is no smart casting by the way, if you don't have need rolled, if you pull Lysander, replace and pull Lysander, and normally it should do the same. Let's check. 18 turns and the boss is dead. It's even better using Lysander here. This is completely broken, right? 18 turns and I have only 8k in the sanctuary. Some players are gonna say you have Makin. Use Makin instead of with Niraid instead of your other heroes. So let's do the test. I'm gonna replace that guy by Makin. First comment, he's gonna lose buffs because he's using 2 times his skills. And so he will lose the shield. He's gonna die. And the second comment, he's gonna lose the speed buff. So he will play less often. But yeah, normally he's gonna do interesting damage. Let's check. 150. Yes, of course, you still have interesting damage. But it is less effective than need rolled and than Lysander. Or you are gonna need to have crazy stats on the hero. You need a ton of effect hit on him in order to be efficient with him. If you don't have that guy, a Rister, you can try something else. I'm not sure if you can reach the 400 million using that team, but we are gonna try. Put Nidrold and let's try to put Grace. If you have Grace in your team, if you can pull her this weekend. I'm not sure. It's close, but it's still not the same. Let's retry just to see if there is a difference. No, you get almost the same result. And if you put Lysander instead, yeah, that time you have the 400 million, but you have 3 more exclusives on her. And in fact, on Rister, you need the first exclusive only. The first exclusive is going to allow your hero, your Rister, to increase the turn meter of your highest attacker and to get the extra turn. And so you will pursue more often the boss. And it's really important to have the first exclusive. Then exclusive 3 on Nidrold and Lysander is mandatory, otherwise you won't deal enough damage, and exclusive 3 on that guy is mandatory too. You know what? Let's have a look to the stats of my heroes. Blah blah blah. This is my Niraid. I have almost 800k HP. I have a lot of speed. I agree. I have 152% mastery and almost 100% effect hit. I'm using her with a mastery set and an accuracy set. I'm using that echo on her, so she has more effect hit only and more resistance, but it's not a big one. In terms of emblems, I'm using that at the moment. So she has more, everything to increase her damage here, increase her HP and so also her damage, lower her cooldown. Then I'm using that aura on her, so I could increase the stars here, but I'm not going to do that now. Next hero, this is my Catherine. I have a huge amount of speed on her, but that's mainly because I have great gear with great substats, as you can see right next to my head, right here. 92 speed. Here I have 87. Yeah, I have a lot of speed on her, so... But it doesn't really matter, in fact. Yeah, of course, yeah, a big proc here. Of course, you need a lot of speed on her, and the max you can have, the better. So I'm using her with one speed set and one feeder set. I'm using this echo on her, so she has more resistance, and she's gonna increase the attack of my heroes by 3%, up to 1 layer when the owner acts for 4 turns in total per wave, which is this is pretty strong. 3% is just, it's not a great amount, but it's still decent to increase your damage. I'm using these emblems, so she is more tanky and she has more speed, giving better heals and shields. And I have this aura 0 star 0 level on her combat vanguard. Then the next one, where are they? This is my need rolled. Mastery set and penetration set. I have 42k attack, this is a great amount, 156% mastery, 83% effect hit. He is more efficient than Makin because he requires to have less effect hit than Makin. I'm using him with this echo, so he has more attack and he's gonna have more direct damage. This is probably not the best one. If you have that one, where is it? That one is gonna be the best on him. He's gonna have more mastery. He's gonna deal more damage. Or you know what? Maybe it's not even the best. Increasing your attack, increasing your mastery, both are gonna be great. And the other is gonna increase your crit damage, but he can't crit, so it's not a big deal to have that on him, in fact. Emblems, everything to increase the dot damage and to reduce the cooldowns. And in terms of aura, I'm using that one. This is a legendary one, 0 stars, level 22. Yeah, because as I said, I'm focusing this faction abyss. And so this is one of my main damage dealers, so I want to increase his damage, and this is the way. Okay, next one, my Lysander. Mastery set, penetration set, 43k attack, 1900 speed. He has 166% mastery, 35% effect hit only. He doesn't require effect hit, so you need to max out his speed, mastery, and attack, as it is recommended here. I'm using this echo, so he has more mastery and he can crit, but the crits are not going to change a lot of damage on him because the bleed damage can't crit, okay? And he deals bleed damage and normal attack damage. The attack damage can crit, the bleed damage can't crit. But you are not going to get a ton of extra damage if you put some crits on him. Okay, for the echo, I'm using the same emblems as for my need roll. But in fact, you don't need that one because he has no cooldown on the ultimate. So I'm going to change that in the future and put something else. So he's going to take a less turn method decrease. But in fact, all the three are not that great on him. So it doesn't really matter the one you pick. But that one is going to be more efficient only for PvP if you're using him in PvP. And I have this aura on him, level 14 and 5 stars. This is a blue one. And even with the blue one, he's dealing more damage than my need rolled. Then this is Chardonnel. Mastery set and accuracy set. 31k attack only, and his damage were pretty nice. 1800 speed, and he has 151% mastery, 81% effect hit, which is pretty nice. Echo, I'm using that one too. That one, yeah, this is the one of Chardonnel, so he has more defense and he deals some damage based on his defense. And if he has more defense and HP in your team than other heroes, then he's gonna have extra bleed damage. This is the way to play him. So you want to increase his defense and HP. Emblems, one more time, I'm using the same. I'm using that one so he provides a better shield. But in fact, it would be maybe better to use that one. So I'm gonna rebuild him and I'm gonna use that one instead of this one. Way better to reduce the cooldowns. And in terms of aura, another 5-star blue mastery expert aura, level 1. Okay, for my Chardonnel, and the next hero I showed to you, yeah, this is my Grace if you are curious about her. Double mastery set, 2100 speed, 33k attack, so this is not that much, but in fact she does the job. If I had more attack, it would be way better. 156% mastery, 88% effect hit, so the stats are almost the same as others, but she has way less attack. 10k less, so it's normal that she deals less damage, right? Echo, I'm using the same. Is level 0, so it's providing only 4% more mastery. Emblems, I'm using the same. Aura, I'm also using the same. Okay for her. And the last one, the last hero, Makin. Where is my Makin? Hit set and accuracy set. And yeah, you are gonna see that he has less stats than others because he needs more effect hit, and so I needed to increase his effect hit and to lower his mastery. And this is an epic hero, so he has less attack, less initial attack, so it's harder to get some attack on him. He is weaker than others. He has less speed because it's also an epic hero. And he's only exclusive 3, so he is lacking 40 speed, and he could have a bit more stats here, I agree. But even with that, his damage were pretty interesting, but forget about that hero if you have Nidrod or Lysander or Lucia. They are gonna be better. Just Echo, yeah, I'm using this one. I could use another one, but in fact I have nothing else, so yes, I was using a useless Echo. That one is useless on him. Emblems, same emblems. Aura, same aura. So yeah, that guy is really interesting. He deals a lot of damage for an epic hero. So if you have him, if you don't have exclusive 3 on Nidrod or Lysander, then probably you can replace them by that guy. But you are gonna need crazy stuff to increase his attack, mastery, effect hit. He needs more effect hit than Nidrod, and so it's gonna be hard to have the perfect gear on him. If you have Lysander, this is gonna be the best. If you don't have Lysander, you need Nidrod. If you don't have both of them, use Makin. Or maybe if you have Lucia, use Lucia. So that was all for the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If it's the case, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Have a nice day and see you soon. Bye bye.